welcome. It's time again for the Community Shout here at Birdman Media, here on Birdman on the Mountain, on WMI-TV, and also Sholo TV. So hello to all the viewers and the listeners. Thanks for joining us. Remember, Community Shout is your ability to come in and shout out about what you're doing in the community, events, activities, all that here in Arizona White Mountains. I'm going to start off this morning talking with Allison Hephner. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. And you're with the Navajo County Public Health Services District, of course.
Yes.
What do you want to chat with us about today?
Well, one of the things I want to talk about is the White Mountain Community Garden, which is located right next door to our facility, the Public Health Building on 9th Place in Sholo. Saturday, they're having a sell, and they're selling their produce. Now, if you haven't been to that community garden, and if you don't know how to garden, that is our center point to gardening in this community. In fact, we're very blessed to have such a resource. I would put it up against any garden. The knowledge, the ability, the size, the produce is just amazing. So they're doing a sell, and they'll be selling tomatoes and different beets, you name it. They got it from this Saturday, which I don't know the date offhand.
That's okay. It's this
Saturday.
This is Thursday, so in a few days.
It's this Saturday.
It's this weekend.
From 9 to 11:30, and you can get organic. Well, they can't call it organic, even though they're very good at making sure that the produce is organic, but not called organic, I guess. I don't know how to say that. But it's delicious, it's good, and you can buy it and
It's
take it
grown
home.
right here out in the open. It's you can't certify it organic because there's a whole bunch of processes by
Yeah.
the FDA that you have to go through. But it's grown in the garden right here in our community.
Yeah,
So,
they say something like if a bird drops, it has a dropping, it has to be so far away for it to be organic. It's really ridiculous, actually. But they have a high tunnel where they've already gotten 900 pounds of tomatoes out of it.
wow.
Yeah, and they have heirloom tomatoes and little tomatoes, and they have hot and spicy jalapenos and small. I mean, it is amazing. If you like to garden and you want to know more information about gardening, they actually have a show called AZ Mountain Gardening, A to Z Mountain Gardening, which is awesome on Sholo TV. The information and the wealth of knowledge, they have master gardeners there. They have the cooperative extension there. I mean, and you can become part of the HELP program, which is Healthy Eating and Living and Participation program, where you learn to garden together. We have a garden at our house. I learned how to do that from the community garden, and we were able to get good cherry tomatoes. I have a successful, what is I'm trying to think of the word, the blackberries.
Yeah.
Blackberries plant. We got some, several things today. Bok choy actually planted that this year. So it's been great. So I recommend going to there if you want to buy fresh produce. Go this Saturday from 9 to 11:30.
Yeah, straight from the vine, basically.
Yes, that's awesome.
Very good. So this Saturday. Okay, now there's another thing you wanted to talk about. I know it had happened this past weekend during
Yes.
Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, and this is not has anything to do with my position with the county. This is actually personal. I just wanted to come out and give a shout out to Sholo Main Street.
Yeah, and I got to say the same thing too. I'd heard from some people. We were up here at HubFest, so there's a lot of that going on, and definitely had something different planned for that evening. I think in the future we're going to be planning to go to the Bands and Vans event.
I hope
It's
so.
the Battle of the Bands and Vans, and yeah. So tell us what's going on.
Well, a lot of thought went into this, and there was basically there's some people behind the scenes that you never really see or hear about, and I just wanted to personally shout out to Diana North and Steve North. Diana is really the heart and soul of Sholo Main Street. They have a board, and their board's amazing, but she really leads them in a direction. And to take an idea and implement it, anybody can have an idea.
And let me line it out for those of you that weren't there. There's about 2,500 people at the
Yes.
event, and I know that one of the bands came and said, yeah, during their performance there were 1,500 people there. There were live videos from the event that I saw that definitely corroborate that. This is probably the biggest, most significant outdoor event. Now you get other things where people flow through and there's more people maybe, but this is a single gathering. Probably had the most amount of people that I've seen at an event, and hopefully it only grows. It's really
Oh, yeah.
cool that the city embraced having food vans come in, and they're coming in for the special event. They do that. They competed against each other, and the bands came and competed against each other. We'll be putting up the winners here on the
Cool.
Birdman Media Community Edition on the Facebook page and talk about it. Hopefully get Steve North to come in and chat about it as well. But kudos to you guys. Great event.
Yes, and you never get to talk about the people behind the scenes, and that was there was a lot of work, a lot of phone calls, a lot of with any event, we know, a lot of stress going in, and it was their first. Like the Hub Fest that we have, it's a very successful event here during the same time, and that's where we were at. And the first year it was great. The second year was even better. It keeps growing, and this will do the same thing. So we both know how in planning event what goes to into it, and I just think it was important to note that the board did an incredible job, and way to go for Diana and Steve kind of leading the direction and turning an idea into success. Because like I said, anybody can have an idea, but it's taking that idea and making it happen. That's a unique ability to have, and they have it, and they did great. And thank you for because we're about the community shout, and that was a huge event for the community, and it did great. So
Very cool. Once again, thank you very much,
thanks.
Allison Hephner.
Have a
Kind of
good day.
know her.
Mhm.
Okay, still hanging out here. Now we're going to talk a little bit about what happened over Labor Day weekend here at the facilities that I'm housed at here at Birdman Media, and I've got Michael Grossman with me with the Hub. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. So Hubfest, what was your 1 minute take on how it went?
Oh, it went pretty good. It went pretty good. Didn't see the turnout that I really wanted in terms of gun buyers and stuff like that. But we had a lot of people here. We had a lot of different things going on. So I was very happy.
Very cool. So one of the things that I noticed was that as we're walking around and doing things back in the range specifically, is a lot of people were finding out that lead free isn't that big of a deal whenever it comes to getting ammo and the price of the ammo and stuff like that.
Right. Right. Yeah, we had a couple customers that came in and wanted to shoot. Of course, brought their leaded ammo, and I'm just like, hey, we've got free range time today, so all you have to buy is the ammo. Try it out at least. Just don't say oh no and go somewhere else. Just try it. And I came back and they had been in there for like 2 hours, trying different stuff and really enjoyed it. A little less recoil with the lead-free ammo. Majority of the time, there are some that we sell that are higher priced that have the same recoil. But majority of the lead-free ammo is actually less recoil. So in terms of training and just fun, it's a little better.
Yeah.
And then you don't have that risk. So a lot of people, I think, enjoyed the range, got to see the range, use the range, and I mean, you had tagged me in a couple people from Phoenix that were like, "Hey, didn't think I was going to shoot a gun, but somehow they found me," and so it was really cool.
Yeah, and not only the safety concern, the safety benefit of not being around so much lead.
Right.
People don't realize. I mean, they outlawed lead in paints and a lot of other things
Mhm.
for good reason. It wasn't
Yeah.
just scare tactics, and
No,
that's
exactly.
back in the day.
Exactly.
The other thing that's a benefit is even on the ranges here, the outdoor ranges, they don't allow people to shoot on steel.
Right.
And with the frangible lead-free ammo,
We can do that.
you can do that here.
Yeah,
So
we can do that indoors. So some of the suppressors don't like lead or the lead-free frangible.
nope.
We found that out. And Ruag, who owns Quantum now, or the Interceptor, I should say. I shouldn't say Quantum. It's
Interceptor,
actually
yeah, yeah.
Interceptor. The Interceptor brand now said that they don't really like cans. So, but it is 80% copper, 20 he said like 20-ish percent polymer.
Right.
So it's really the polymer is just a binder to keep the copper together.
Cool. What I also wanted to focus on was some of the things that you did this weekend.
Mhm.
You had Pine Top Lakeside Police Department was out.
Mm-hmm.
The Sheriff's Department was out.
Yep.
Timber Mesa Fire and Medical District was out.
Yes.
And the whole thing was to show off to the community,
Right.
the local first responders and how they benefit everyone.
Right. So my idea about that was kind of hit up people that we work with on a regular basis that are firearm supporters or use firearms on a daily minute basis. So you've got and of course the fire department doesn't, but all of those guys are avid hunters. They're all into firearms. I mean, I can name 5 off the top of my head right now that are gun nuts. Literally, when they get off, they go out every weekend or week, and after their shift, and they go out and shoot. So get the people that we work with and that are involved in firearms or involved in outdoors or involved in safety or in our military, kind of get them in here. We had the Army recruiter both of those guys are just outstanding. Thank them for their service, and not only that, but they go above and beyond, and so they're avid customers of ours. They're in here all the time. So we wanted to get them in here so that they could get their word out about the Army and
Right.
what's going on over there. And like you said, we had the police, we had the fire department, and then next year we'll have more. I'll try and get the military, and we'll get the Forest Service in here, and really get some awareness about Forest Service and animals and poaching and stuff like that.
And you also sell fishing license and
We do.
licenses for hunting here as well, right?
Right, and that's not something we've really made very, very known. We did become, you can buy all your licenses in fishing and all that stuff now with us. So originally it was more for our members, and then we just said, this is,
Let's open it up.
Yeah, anyone can do this.
Very
So
cool.
so now, yeah, we are a one-stop shop, and we had the air ambulance, we had Summit Healthcare brought their van,
Yep.
and hopefully next year maybe we can get them some more time and they'll actually do something out of it or something.
Yeah.
So, but no, it was really, really cool. We wanted to involve the community. We got Persnicketies to do the food. We had Sholo Motorsports here because most firearm guys have some type of way to go hunting or to get outdoors. So having a UTV, quad, motorcycle, whatever, that's essential. And so why not have them here? And I think they were a perfect fit for us.
Cool.
UTVs, hunting, police, military, firearm, it all goes together. It really does.
So on that note, and I wanted to mention the charity aspect of the hub. There's a lot of things that yearly the hub donates out to Family Advocacy Center.
Oh, yeah.
And I know because I'm directly related or tied into that process.
Right.
Many different fire charities, charities with the police departments, obviously helped and assisted with the getting of the stuff for the Darren Reed.
Yep.
But also
the Humane Society, big time there. I think I donated like $1,000 or $1,200 worth of optics and stuff like that.
Summit Healthcare was another one that you donated to. You've done year after year.
Rifle.
VFW,
Yep.
You've done that for their rifle raffles. So if you're seeing a raffle, they're most likely tied in. Most all of the
Gun-wise,
time.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. If a gun's being given away, it's probably going to be sent to us, or the 4473 is going to be done with us, which means that essentially we're donating a $50 transfer,
Right.
No matter what. And then a lot of times, like you just said, we do different donations, whether it's a firearm, optics, classes, memberships. We do a ton of stuff. It's almost overwhelming for me, just because we get hit up so much.
It does get daunting, yes.
About stuff, and it's hard to weed out the stuff that really, in my opinion, is beneficial to us, and to the community. There's a ton of good charities going on, but when you're asked the last day,
Yeah.
It's like, well, so what do we get to benefit from, and that's the thing. It sounds bad, but in a business, I've got to use my dollars strategically.
Yep.
And I've got to partner with charities and stuff that I think are going to help the store, on top of, I think, are the right charities. So
And
it's
overall
like
benefit to
right,
community, yeah.
exactly. So it's like I have this like 80-20 rule. I'm like, well, 80% is it a good charity? And then 20% is, well, what's the angle for the store?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, I mean, some people are like, well, but we've got to, you know what I mean? Because I get asked daily about, hey, would you sponsor this like class, or would you
Yeah.
sponsor this event, or we're having this summit, or it doesn't end. And so I have to weed it out and look at it, and that's the thing I like about our community. I don't think as many communities do as much as we do.
No.
I don't think most communities every day have a new charity event or something going on to where they're trying to help people. And that's always going on the White Mountains every day, every weekend. I would say there's something up here that they're doing something of a giveaway or raffle or donation. So it's a very cool community to be involved in.
Very cool. Well, thank you very much for your time today. I know you're busy. It's Michael Grossman with the Hub, and you can check them out obviously by just stopping by.
Yeah, we're right here.
Very cool.
in
Thank you very
Lakeside.
much.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, once again, we're here with Allison Hephner with Navajo County Public Health Services District, and today we're going to be talking about nursing services, correct?
Yes.
So what do you have to offer there at the health district.
We're going to talk about immunizations. Some people know those also as vaccinations. At our clinics in public health, we provide immunizations for children birth to 18 and adults. And these include measles, mumps, and rubella, polio, diphtheria, Hib, hepatitis B, varicella, which is chickenpox, hepatitis A, pneumococcal, HPV, meningococcal, rotavirus, and flu. So we were able to provide free adult and children vaccines to people who are uninsured. For all other individuals, their insurance, they're able to bill access or your private insurance company. And they stock all their vaccines, including the shingle vaccine, which is an expensive vaccine for older adults. So vaccine clinics are available by appointment in Holbrook on Mondays and in Show Low Monday through Friday. We also provide walk-in shot clinics in Holbrook on the first and third Monday of the month from 1 to 3, at the Taylor Fire Department the second and fourth Tuesday of each month from 10 to 11:30, and at the Show Low Health Department on the second and fourth Tuesday of each month from 1:30 to 3:30. And those are ability to just come in. You don't have to make an appointment for those. You just have to show up.
Okay, we'll put both of the locations' addresses in the comments below.
Thank you. So the other thing is international travel. You can actually make an appointment and come into the Holbrook or Show Low public health facility and have a travel assessment. Now, this is by appointment only. And what you do is you have at your appointment, you give itinerary details of your travel. When you come to your travel clinic appointment, you receive a travel assessment and detailed recommended vaccines based upon your travel area. The health risks associated with that area, and medical facilities and options available in the area you are traveling to. And of course, other pertinent health information related to your travel destination. So it's kind of a once over, and you'll get more information when it comes to.
Very cool. So once they do the assessment, they can actually do the immunizations as well, correct?
Yes. So the travel clinics are done again by appointment only. Vaccines are available through travel clinic are typhoid, yellow fever, rabies, Japanese encephalitis.
Yeah, that's a big fun word, isn't it?
Yeah.
Encephalitis.
The nurses know exactly what that is and exactly how to say it. There is a $50 per person fee or there's a group max of a fee of $100 in addition to the expenses of travel vaccines. So that's obviously you pay the $50 if you're a single person, $100 if you're in a group, and then the travel vaccines on top of that. And they're rarely covered by insurance. So understand that you're probably going to have to foot the bill for that. And the individual is responsible for the expenses of the vaccines. You will also receive the travel assessment as part of the travel clinic visit.
Very cool.
So that's a benefit.
So for everything, you've got the ability to set an appointment. The best thing is to call, correct?
Yes, the best thing is to call. So like I said, we cover access and private insurance, and the uninsured are free. The Holbrook office is 928-524-4750, and the Show Low office is 928-532-6050. If you schedule your appointments, that allows, if you have private insurance or access, that allows them to get pre-authorization. So everything's taken care of by the time you're there, and you just come and get the shot and go. Immunizations are very important. They protect us from diseases, and they protect others. So one of the things is there's a lot of information out there on the internet regarding immunizations, and one of the places to really go to for these is TAPI. So it's whyimmunize.org. They have all the information you need if you want more information about what to expect with an immunization, what the research is regarding immunizations, everything like that. And one of the things that they have that's pretty neat here is it talks about how to keep your entire family safe with immunizations, including animals. So it talks about why immunize, and because they protect against diseases. They protect against pet diseases. That's why you immunize your pets. They talk about why babies need vaccines and when they need them. You can go on there and get the whole chart that explains the dates. This is what it would look like when people get immunized all the way into adulthood. So that's neat to know and compare with where you're at. The other cool thing about this is public health is able to they enter your immunization. Anytime you're immunized, it goes into a huge database that's shared with the doctors, insurance agencies, anybody who needs it. And you can actually get a printout with your immunizations and make sure that you're up to date. So,
Very cool. Anything else we need to know about immunizations?
well, don't forget your flu shot.
Okay.
Don't forget your flu shot. I know I've personally been doing my flu shot for about 4 years, and I haven't been sick in 4 years.
Very good. Same
Yes.
here.
Yes, it's been awesome. So I recommend
Awesome.
it.
Once again, thank you very much, Allison Hephner with the Navajo County Public Health Services District.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, that's going to be it for this week's Community Shout here on Birdman on the Mountain. I'm Birdman, of course, bringing you all the fun in this show. And remember, all you got to do is stop by my studio here right next to the hub, sit in the seat that's over there, and shout out about any event you have, activity that's going on here in Arizona's White Mountains. And it's free to you. There's no cost. It then shows out on the Birdman Media Network, out on the WMI-TV network, and then also with Sholo TV. So thanks to all the viewers. Please subscribe if you would. You can do the YouTube channel or you can do it on Facebook, either one. I'm Birdman reminding you, if I don't see you around town, I'll catch you right here on the web.